Hello, this is Jimbo from the YouTube channel Jimbo, South Dakota, and this is a very unique version of the Hog House Chronicles podcast. There's an organization called Hero Haven that does fishing trips, hunting trips, side-by-side trips for veterans and first responders. And my wife, Mary, and I were invited to participate in a fishing one down by Platte, South Dakota. So we decided to just go ahead and bring the podcast gear, and we participated. We filmed some of it, took some pictures, and also set up the podcast studio. So each boat captain and participants got to sit down and talk about their experience. So that's what this podcast is about, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. I was introduced through a friend of mine, and actually not totally introduced because we don't even know each other's names yet. But I did hear that he has some Vietnam veteran experience. So welcome. Thank you for doing this. And go ahead and introduce yourself and whatever you want to say about where you grew up and stuff.
I'm Earl Meyer. I grew up in northwest Iowa and got my induction notice December 31st, 1965.
Oh, wow.
And that was, I didn't expect it that early because they told me later that I would probably be going in about April of that year. So I didn't have much time because I got inducted the 12th of January in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Wow, 2 weeks or a little less.
So one thing good about it is I probably didn't have too long to think about it.
Yeah.
So I ended up going from there to Fort Leonard, Missouri. And then I took my AIT at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, medical training school. Mm-hmm. And I was a medic in the U.S. Army. So from there, it's kind of ironic, but June 20th, 1966, I flew out of Sioux Falls to Oakland, California, and the next day I flew to Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
And I was a medic in a helicopter company in Vietnam. And so I spent a full year there, and I was lucky that I came home with all my my faculties together, and I was ended up spending the rest of my time at Fort Lee, Virginia, in a Army hospital.
All right.
So
I'm going to back us up just a little bit. So that time between January and June, was that all
training,
medical training until
basic
you
and
left?
medical training.
Okay,
Yeah.
included basic time. That's right. Yeah, that would. So it was only about maybe 3 months or so of medical training before heading over there
Yes.
itself.
Well, 12 weeks.
12 weeks there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of that training?
Well, it was good training. I mean, there was a big call for Vietnam at that time, and out of my class of about 160 soldiers, I think 7 of us went to Vietnam and the rest went to Germany.
Really?
So,
Wow. That seems just the opposite of what
yeah.
I would expect you to say.
But what they were doing is they were moving units from Germany to Vietnam, and they had to replenish those troops over there.
Into Germany. Okay,
Yeah.
so you skipped that step then.
Yeah. So that was about my military service. So
When you first stepped off the plane into Vietnam, what'd you feel? What did you sense, and how did that work?
This was at Thompson Air Base, Yeah, I think it was Tonsanuk.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I thought, man, this is kind of the run down part of town.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't see anything better.
Yeah.
So it was just, I was, a young man, 18 years old. So I didn't, no, I'm sorry, I was 19 years old. And so I was pretty green,
Oh, yeah.
and
There's not a lot of difference between 18 and 19.
no,
Really.
it is. And so, I hadn't been out of Lyon County, Iowa, very far before that.
Because you grew up in Inwood, Iowa, you said?
Well, I grew up in Leicester, Iowa,
Lester, okay.
but I went to high school at that time. It was West Lyon, but the high school was in Inwood, Iowa at the time,
Yeah.
before they built a new school out in the country after that. So
Right. Yeah, I've been there a few times watching some of my friends' kids
sure.
play ball and stuff there. So, yeah, because I live, 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes southwest of there. So,
Sure.
yeah. So, when you got there, some people that I talk to, they say that, when the plane doors opened, they were just hit with heat and humidity, and it was a shock. Did you feel any of that?
Well, actually, we flew from Travis Air Force Base to Air Force Base in Japan. Mm-hmm. That was the first leg of the flight. And then they refuel the plane and check it over. And everybody got off and stretched their legs kind of into a hangar is where we were. And then the last flight was from Japan to Saigon, and that was quite a bit shorter flight. I think the total amount of time was 14 hours from when we left Travis.
Mm-hmm.
But that was in 1966, so sometimes I forget a few things that happened.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
So anyway, I spent about a day in the camp there, and then I had orders to a helicopter company at Lac, Vietnam, and actually the village was right inside the perimeter of the is the 173rd Assault Helicopter Company. Mm-hmm. But the 1st Infantry Division had a company there also in the perimeter, and there was artillery and a few other things, and a supply depot there. So the airstrip, C-123s and C-130s would land on the airstrip there alongside where our helicopters were stationed. And our tents, I slept in a tent, and our tents were in a rubber tree. It was a rubber tree plantation. And so our tents, we did have a little shade from the rubber trees.
Right.
So that helped a lot.
Do you remember the runway that you were landing on? Was it concrete or was it those big metal plates that hooked together and lay out?
It was the metal plates hooked together.
Okay, yeah. I talked to a couple guys and they were explaining putting that stuff out.
Yeah.
And quite a job.
So the company that I was actually a replacement for the company that I joined, the 173rd Assault Helicopter Company. I think they got there the late summer before. So their time started when the ship left in, I'm not sure where their ship left from. I think it was from Carolina, someplace, one of the Carolinas. Anyway, so they were based out of Fort Benning, Georgia, but I can't quite remember how all that went then.
So you showed up there, and how long was it before you went on your first missions? And what were your early missions? Were they all on a helicopter, or how did that all work out?
Not at first, they kind of broke you in,
That's good.
And so you ran the dispensary for because I think a company like that, we had like 60 pilots in the company for the helicopters, and then you had the door gunners and the crew chiefs, and so then you had a motor pool, and when I first got there, the mess hall was a tent, but then they built a permanent building while I was there. So other than that,
the dispensary you worked out of, was that in a tent also?
it was when I first got there.
Okay.
And then the engineers got us a kind of a round roof metal Quonset hut.
Oh.
And we helped put it together with the engineers. When so many medics were on duty, and so many medics went and worked on the building. So, and then we moved into that. I suppose about 4 months, 5 months after I got there.
Okay, and you were there for a year?
I was there for a year, yes.
How close were they to that year? Was it like within a couple days worth, or did anybody have to stay past 12 months at all, or were they pretty good about getting the rotation going?
No, they were good about that. You could extend if you wanted to. I'm not sure, 30 days or 60 days or 90 days,
Probably not a lot of that going on, is my guess.
And there was a few, for career people that did that, And but when my time was up, I went back home. So
Yep. And you were considered a combat medic?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So when you first got there, you said they were breaking you in, working in the dispensary. So how long do you think you did that, and then until you moved on to the next step?
Well, actually, you worked at both places. You worked in the dispensary, and you took your turn.
Oh, okay.
Flying.
So it was a rotation thing.
Right.
So when you say you took your turn flying, was this like a medical evac unit where you would get a call and then you would hop on and your whole crew would go pick up the wounded and come back?
Actually, it was the company was more of a troop carrier, and then if you had different operations, and some of them got pretty hot, where the regular medevac helicopters couldn't keep up. We went in and picked up wounded also.
Okay, so you augmented them.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it bother you flying on a helicopter?
I only flew on one helicopter at San Antonio. I flew in one in medical training, and I wasn't real confident the first time. But then when after you fly a few times, you kind of get onto the feel of the motion and everything, and you get comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some airplane pilots that say that they won't set foot on those things, but I also have a guy that graduated a year ahead of me. We were on the same wrestling team and stuff, and he was a career Army helicopter pilot and loved it, and still continued on with a contractor with designing, future avionics and things.
Yeah.
But the one thing I heard about helicopter engines is there's 500 moving parts just screaming to get out. So that keeps a couple guys out of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the sound of them. I just really love that.
So we had UH-1Bs, and those were the gunships. They had rocket pods, and they had they called them mini guns. It was kind of like a Gatling gun.
Right.
And they had grenade launchers also on the front of the bubble or by the bubble in front. And then we had UH-1Ds. And then after I left, they were probably getting some UH-1Hs, which was a bigger, kind of a stretch version of them. And I wasn't on any of them, so.
Okay. Is there anything that stands out in your mind as far as, and I don't look for like blood and guts or gore stories or anything like that. Just your average guys that served in different places. Did you have a time where you feared for your safety, or did they mortar the base that you were at, or?
I'm not afraid to say that I was scared at times.
Absolutely.
And we got mortared a lot.
Okay, I figured it was quite a bit, but we hadn't talked about it yet.
Yeah, and it was always at night. I think only the day I arrived in the company, I got there in the afternoon. They got mortared in broad daylight before noon that day, and but it didn't do any damage. They didn't. They just. But the night mortars were the worst because all of it at that time. As soon as the first mortar hit, the generators went out. That was the first thing that.
Right.
So all the lights went out. So.
Yeah. Was the dispensary a 24/7 operation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Because we had medics that their quarters were right in the back end of the dispensary. So there was always somebody there all the time.
So quite often those night guys went without power then, because if the mortars start and your generators go out.
Well, they shut the generators off.
Yeah.
Because if they got hit when they were off, it didn't do near the damage.
Right.
That if they got hit when they were running. So
everybody just worked with their flashlights and kept doing their business, huh?
And then the avionics, they would go on to batteries, because they tried to get as many helicopters in the air when the mortars, so they didn't get hit, you know.
Yeah, so you said you had like 90 pilots and then your other assorted air crew members.
Probably about 60 pilots, I'd say.
60. So would that equate to maybe about 20 to 25 helicopters?
I think it was like 21, 22.
Okay. Are there any missions that stand out in your mind that you
actually it's about 59 years ago today
Today.
that I went over there,
Really?
June 20th.
Oh my word! Really?
Yeah, so
Oh wow!
so my mind isn't quite as good as it used to be,
Yeah.
so I can't remember it all, but I do remember, of things, and then there's some things you want to not remember.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah. And being medic, a lot of people just can't stand the sight of blood whatsoever.
right.
And then getting your hands in there to really help somebody. There's another Vietnam medic that I interviewed almost 2 years ago, Larry Tenniger, and he was talking about that when things got serious, a switch just flipped in his head, that none of the blood or any of that stuff bothered him at all. And I'm sure that's not instilled in everybody, but a medic has to have some of that, I would think.
That's actually how it worked for me.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts after medical training, I thought, geez, I hope I can remember most of this stuff. And then after the first casualty that you had to work on, it kind of, a light went on, and you kind of do what you knew what to do, and then things come back to your mind that you learned in training. So,
Right. It becomes instinctual.
yeah, it does. And then I never ever thought of it again,
Right. Well, and flipping that switch is like taking your first hit in the football game. Once you got the first hit, now you're ready to play. But
That's
before that,
exactly right.
you're full of butterflies
Yeah.
and stuff. It's getting long enough ago, as you mentioned a couple times, that we're starting to lose a lot of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And that leads me to a question I just thought of. Have you done the honor flight?
I did.
You did
I went on it September last year
last year.
out of Sioux Falls, and it was a very great day. My second daughter was my attendant,
Nice.
and I have 3 children, a son and 2 daughters, and they all said, yes, we'll be your attendant. So we had to pick a name out of that.
There you go.
So my 2 daughters live in Brandon, and my son lives in Clovis, California.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, yeah, I'm in too. I'll fly to be your attendant. So,
Yeah, that's cool. Because, even the older guys, the World War II guys, I know there's a lot of them that went on that. I helped out on 2 of them.
oh,
One of them, I was just rolling the wheelchairs to guys up. And the second one, me and a young gal at the guard, we were in uniform, and we did the flag portion up by the gate. But then we got to shake the hands of everybody going on.
Right.
And at the time that we did that second one, it was starting to be more Vietnam guys than
Right.
World War II guys.
yeah, I would say I'm just guessing, but I would bet at least 75% was the Vietnam vets.
Yeah, that stands to reason with the ages and the years and stuff, and you weren't crippled up or anything, so you're able to be
No.
mobile and enjoy the whole thing. Did you you get 3/4 way through there? Did you wish you had a wheelchair? Because that's a long day.
Well, I did a few times have a wheelchair.
Good.
Not that, but I have COPD, and so sometimes, I do get winded, but I just, it was September of last year that I went, and then November 19th, turns out I had heart bypass surgery.
Oh no.
So I just only knew that I was going to have that from a Thursday to a Tuesday. So that come on me pretty good.
A lot of
and,
times when you find out about that, they're like, let's get this done
Yeah.
right now. There's no reason to
and
wait.
I turned out very good.
Good.
I feel great. So
Excellent.
I'm going to turn 79 the 3rd of October. So I had a good life.
And we're out here in Platte, South Dakota. I didn't say that earlier with the Hero Haven event. And I didn't count them, but I don't know if there's like 12 or 15 boats or so that are going out.
I think the last I heard was 12, but
So it's supposed to be 101 or 104 degrees tomorrow, and I'm going out there as well. So I think most of us will probably be calling it by 1 a.m. We're going to try to get on the water at 7, or well, not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. And I think that'll be enough time for me too.
Yeah.
So, and this is the first one of the talks here, and what our hope is to get everybody that was a guide or a boat captain and the people that were in their boat to sit down here and let each person introduce themselves, and you can get to know them a little bit and a little more about their service. And there's first responders here as well. And we are going to try to catch a lot of fish tomorrow in maybe a 5 or 6 hour period. And then I think I'll be done. Then we'll come back here and do this.
Right.
So, all right. Well, thank you for doing this. An excellent meeting you, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
And good luck tomorrow. You and I we'll just compare what fish we got. But
All right.
One thing I do know is we're going to be eating some tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's great.
So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Name's Jeff Portis. We've been fishing down here for I don't know how many years and stuff like that, but my wife and I practically during the summer months we live on this river. We just love it. Pull the camper wherever we go, and the boat. And the Sisson boys are back there just kind of making faces at me. So, but. Yeah, I was out South Dakota Air Guard, spent many years out there, retired 12 and a half years ago. The reason my wife's not down here with us, trying to catch some fish with us, but, in the boat, she would have been she would have been our first mate. But we got a grandchild that we're waiting to come along with us. It's about due today. And, like I said, we've been fishing down here for a long time. Started at Chamberlain early in the season, work our way down here. We stayed at Platte Creek. We stayed at Pease Creek. This weekend I'm staying with my son and his family at the God's Country campground. And then just kind of fish. We fished for 2 weeks, took a week off. Then I came to this place. Mikey got a hold of me and says, Port, I think this would be something you would love to do. And I've loved every second of it. And when we got together last night for the meet and greet, Bruce come up to me and says, and I've known these two for a long time. And Bruce come up to me and says, you'll never believe who's in your boat with you. I went, who? He says, Faye and I. I said, this is going to be a good trip.
Yep.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm glad these two drew my name, and I think we did a very good day today.
We did.
Faye had a good day, right,
I had
Bruce?
a really good day.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. Bruce Lee's my name. Retired from the South Dakota Air National Guard over 8 years ago, and just I've been involved with a lot of Faye and I have been involved with a lot of different events and activities with the Guard in civilian life and everything. And we heard about this several months ago about the program that was going on out here, and the Hero Haven program. We've heard about that, and so we decided to sign up and get involved. It looked like something that we could enjoy. We saw a lot of the names of folks that were part of the program that were going to be involved as far as in our role, as far as just the guests to come along, and it looked like something that we could maybe engage with down the road too. Different have different roles in it and stuff. So, but yeah, we're not very good. I'm not a very good fisherman. I found out Faye is an excellent fisher person.
You did an outstanding net job all day today.
Yeah, I didn't end up in the water.
Outstanding netter.
Yep, didn't end up falling in the water, and we ended up pulling in all the fish that came up to.
We never
the side
lost
of the
a one,
boat.
did we?
No, we didn't.
No, except for mine. I lost one, but we won't talk about that. I'm still in therapy. But anyway, no, it
was a
went
smallmouth bass.
it went very well, and again, it seems like a very good program and stuff, and it sounds like it's still in its infancy, and it'd be fun to watch it grow even more. So.
Yep.
Hey, do you have anything to add?
Well, and we intend to help going forward too. I mean, this was our first experience, coming out for this event and stuff. And Bruce and I have decided, in our retirement years, we've done a lot of volunteering, for different organizations, and this seems to be one that we can be passionate about. Over the years with Bruce being in the military and stuff, I tried to engage with different things to be supportive, and we're part of the family support group back with the Guard, and I think that we could definitely lend a hand and lend support with this organization as well. So.
Very cool. So how many years did each of you have?
I had 38.
38 for you, Port?
Yep, just shy of 35.
Just side. And how many years did you serve, Faye?
35.
In what
Yep.
ways did you serve?
Well, just staying home with the kids, making sure that everything got done at home while if Bruce was deployed or whatever, and just keeping things going at home and
Keeping the home fires burning.
Yeah.
What are some of the worst things that happened while you were home alone with the kids?
Probably one of the biggest things, and I use this one all the time, is when Bruce was in Panama, and they were supposed to be coming home on Friday night. And this was back before cell phones, back before we had any call rosters that, would keep the families updated. And he didn't come home Friday night, and he didn't come home Saturday night. And of course, there's nobody at the Guard for me to get a hold of. He didn't come home Sunday night. He didn't get home until Monday night. And what had happened is the plane had gone up several times and depressurized. So they had to land. And that was probably the worst thing. That and when he was in Iraq, I really wasn't comfortable with that either.
Right.
But you get through it, and the kids are there and help you through it.
Well, you did a heck of a job over there. And did you ever lose any water heaters or furnaces or any of that kind of stuff that you hear about?
Not that I can remember,
Well,
and
that's good.
no car issues. I mean, I didn't ever have a car issue that I can remember anyway. But no, so that was good.
And to add on to that, that's one of the reasons that we've been so heavily involved is that situation in the late 80s where, the Panama return trip just didn't happen. And we just wanted to make sure that didn't happen to other folks, that other family members didn't have to worry about what was going on. Keeping contact with the organization and with the family members we thought was very important.
Because you guys have been volunteering for many years.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, and last year when we had all the flooding and everything, we made sure that the family support group knew that we had a generator and we had fans and we had, anything that, if anybody had water in their basement, we could help with stuff like
Sump
that.
pumps
So,
and,
yeah,
and all
and we
that
had
stuff,
sump
yep.
pump and different things.
You
So yeah.
Nice. So you had a great time today?
Oh, I had a blast.
First time walleye fishing, right?
First time walleye fishing, and it was a complete success for me.
So when I was trying to take your picture of the fish, Bruce was having trouble holding his arm because he had so many. He's like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" With all of Faye's
Hurry
fish.
up and take a picture.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
That was the hardest I laughed all day.
Yep.
Was that right there? So
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
had a
These two
great
here
time.
caught a lot of fish for us today.
Had a
So
great time.
all right.
we had I'm sitting there putting them on the fish when we started out this morning. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
Do yours. And all of a sudden,
Yep.
Yep.
Faye
It was
it
was fabulous.
She took everything very literal and she started hitting some fish.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Bruce had a couple too. So, but like I said, he's a hell of a netter.
Yep.
Takes a good netter to make it work.
And even though it was a hot day, that didn't even faze me.
I got to
it was
say
great.
this. I got to say this. There was one point because he was always baiting her hooks. I said, all right, Bruce, would you please bait mine just so I can catch something?
Well, Mary got by without having to touch a worm at all, but I was telling her really it's the female saliva on the worm is what really is the thing to catching fish.
My dad
Is that what you were doing, Faye, when they weren't looking?
Yeah.
My dad always told me, don't forget to spit on your bait.
Yep.
I never have,
It's a
but
thing.
yeah.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and I'm glad I never have. And
No,
I'm glad I can claim I've never done that.
Right.
Just saying.
Funny.
All right. Well, thanks for coming and talking, and
bet.
cheers to Hero Heaven.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
Cheers.
Very
Haven.
much.
It's
Hey,
only my second beer, I promise.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Here.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Jeff.
it.
Okay.
Well, hey, here we are, Hero Haven 2025, Platte Creek, South Dakota, and have a wonderful time fishing today with Joel and Cindy DeGroat. I'm Russ, and this is Jenna Waltz. We're retired Air Guardsmen. Spent 40 years in. 5 years enlisted, and then got my commission back in '85. Got to fly those pointy-end jets and command, and so real fortunate to have a amazing career. And I've been retired about 4 years. I'll let you know what my wife has been doing, or she'll let you know, and then we'll turn it over to Joel and Cindy.
Hi, my name is Jenna, and as Russ said, we've been married almost 40 years this year. So I did not grow up fishing, and so most of what I've learned has come from my husband and just learning the tricks of the trade on the river. So it's so fun to have somebody else in our boat that doesn't get to fish the river as much, learn some of those things, and they can show you wrong too, that they maybe experience something different than you and know how to catch a fish different than you. So I grew up in Parker, South Dakota, and just started coming out to the river in 1982, I think was my first time showing up. And, oh, you want me to put a worm on the hook? Well, they don't look at you, but the minnows do, so I don't do minnows. So.
Joel and Cindy DeGroat, and we've been married for 42 years, and I enjoyed 34 years of Air Guard experience before I retired in 2020. Cindy and I have had, we've got 2 children, and both of them are in the Guard, and so their upbringing with me being in the Guard couldn't have been too terrible if they both chose to join as well. And all the deployments that Cindy and I experienced together as a married couple, we finally got to experience one externally with our daughter being gone the last 6 months, and us caring for her family as she's deployed over to Jordan. And it was a different experience. It's much easier to be deployed than to support a deployer, and so that just makes that relationship with your spouse all that much more precious, because now you've experienced what your spouse has gone through with the kids, with the family, with doing everything at home. When you're deployed, you're just working. You're just doing your job. And we've all done that, and we've kind of taken our spouses for granted a little bit, and you come back and you hear a lot of things that have gone on. Well, I've been to war. Well, yeah, we've been doing a little war here too. And so, yeah, it was great to experience the deployment from the other side of the fence, and great to experience the appreciation through Heroes that we had here today, and are hoping to experience again tomorrow. That it's a wonderful thing to be involved in the military, to be supported by a community, and to be appreciated by a community, and especially by an organization like Heroes. It's a wonderful thing. we had a great time with the Walleses. We've hung around with them a little bit from here, in our careers, and always good to go out and enjoy things that we like to do with them, and fun time today.
Well, hi, I'm Cindy, and yes, we enjoyed the day, and I just want to say Heroes is a great way to gather military people or first responders all together, share stories, just have some fun, and not talk about do heavy stuff, or you can, whatever. It's just a nice time to get together and have hosts like the Walls with the fishing, and it's just a great opportunity to get together and reconnect.
Did either of you lose water heaters? We talk about that. Did you have any emergencies while these two guys were gone at any one time?
Always.
Yeah, right. So it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that stuff never goes away.
And it never happens when they're home.
Right. Yeah.
It always happens
So-
when they're gone. So
But yeah, I think it's been great that there's been people to reach out to.
yeah,
help,
and there's usually in the past there was another spouse that was in this similar situation because you can't go to Gigglebees every night for supper. You have to feed your kids. So it's a camaraderie that you take for unconditional, for granted, that you have a support system that reaches no ends because you're not the only one. Somebody's got it way worse off than you, so you just figure out how you can manage it to the best of your ability.
For sure.
And you can contact people on base, family
Yes.
volunteer group, key volunteers, all that to keep that group going. So what happened on the boat today?
Well, it started off that the girls were kicking our butts.
That's what I heard.
battle of the sexes.
It was
Nick.
battle of the sexes. They had us way down early, and
not letting up. It
and
was-
not letting up. But Joel and I put our rally hats on, and we eventually tied them up, and then was able to bring it home.
Squeaked ahead. Yep. we squeaked.
Yeah. So we get to reclaim our man card.
Yeah, because each time we went past, the score was getting closer to even, and then I didn't hear the end of it. So
Yeah, I was on the struggle bus early for a long time and hadn't landed a fish. Then finally the cork came out of the bottle and it was game on. And Wally caught the big one. He caught the 20-incher, and
Today.
yeah, the girls were totally defeated. I mean, it was
It was
very
devastated.
sad.
Well, that is true. We were.
I didn't really feel that way.
Yeah.
all right, well, cheers to
Yeah.
Hero Haven.
Cheers to
Cheers
letting
to
us
Hero
have
Haven.
that
Yes,
opportunity.
Hero Haven. What a great
Yeah.
organization, doing great things for our veterans, and been an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You bet.
It was a
Thanks
nice
for
weekend.
guiding, and thanks for coming. What
Oh,
was
yeah.
that?
It was a good weekend.
Excellent. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jim.
My name's Bill McLeod. I'm a new resident of Parker, South Dakota. Kind of new to the area. Been here for about a year. Well, shy under a year. Got involved through Mike Rolog, who invited me to come out and spend the weekend with some good fellas and men and women and do some fishing. So you can't beat that. I honestly had not heard of the organization until Mike was talking to me about it one day, and I think it's an incredible organization. You got some outstanding people there. You've got some, not only the military, but your first responders, your police, your firemen. Just good all-around people, good all-around Americans that you can't help but love to hang out with. Well, besides this fun day and fun weekend, it's nice to be nice to know that the sacrifices of the men and women that are out there aren't going for granted. I have the best job in the world. I get to work with some of the finest men and women in this country, and it's nice to know that there are people out there that care what we do. You know, it could be the worst weather. It could be pouring down the rain, and we're on the lake here fishing for some walleye. This is the first time I've fished for walleye, so I'm having a blast doing it. My belly's full, my cooler's full, and you just can't get any better than this. I want to thank Microlog for inviting me. He's an awesome guy. And he really believes wholeheartedly in what he's doing. And I just want to thank him for having us here this weekend. And I would love to thank Hero Haven for having us out here and sponsoring us. It's a great organization. And again, just thank you.
My name's Brad Cook. We just moved to South Dakota about 6 months ago and have really enjoyed it. We've been in Mississippi, that's where I'm from, and Missouri, which was too crowded. And now we're in Parker, South Dakota, and couldn't ask for anything more. We've got a beautiful place that we've purchased, and it's out in the country, and that's pretty much where I've always wanted to be. So, but yeah, and we're grateful to be out here, getting to be able to fish for walleye. I've never fished for walleye before, and I actually caught one just a little while ago, and he was small. Didn't even know he was on my line, but it was something I've always wanted to do, is catch a walleye. So, in the South, we bass fish and crappie fish and catfish, but never anything like this. So we just appreciate the opportunity that these guys have given us to come out here and do this. And it's so far it's been a great trip.
Brad Donovan, this is luckily my second year of being with Hero Haven, doing the Platte fishing trip. I've been trying to get a hold and involved with this organization because I've known about it for many years. It's a great organization. Luckily, I was enough finally to get involved last year. Had a great turnout last year. This year I came, wanted to help out again, but I also didn't want to have anybody that I knew in the boat. Last year I had my uncle and kind of people I knew, which was great. They were awesome. But this year it's kind of nice going and meeting completely different people. And this group of people, they're awesome. It's very interesting because there's different service. They're first responders. She's going to basic training and stuff as of in less than probably 24 hours from now. So pretty cool to see that and the whole dynamic of that. So it's been a great organization to be a part of. And the fishing today was slow. We didn't catch as many as we'd like, but we had a good time. It was hot, but we kept cool. We went swimming. Well, the girls went swimming. We didn't. The boys stayed in the boat.
We fished.
We fished. So it was a great day all the way around. But like to catch more fish, but there's always tomorrow. Like we got them cornered tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So
Cool. And I missed it. Did you say your name?
Brad Donovan.
Brad Donovan. Okay.
Actually from Del Rapids. I fish on the Missouri a lot. I've got a camper and a place up at Chamberlain, so on this body of water quite a bit. So I know it pretty well. There's every day is a new day, so you never know what you're going to have tomorrow.
Right.
Or like somebody caught a salmon today that I've never seen below this dam. So
Wow.
something kind of interesting that I've never seen in this body of water, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
yeah.
I'm Jared, Jacob, fire rescue. I'm also in law enforcement as well. EMT instructor through the college, or EMS instructor, I should say, as well. So kind of multiversal and a bunch of different things. But I got squared away with this through Brad or Mike.
Mike and Leah.
Yeah, Mike and Leah, all through buying a depth finder bag. So it's kind of crazy. So when he first told me about it, I was like, yeah, right, didn't believe him. And his wife actually sold me on this trip when I went and picked the bag up because he wasn't even there that day. When I went to pick it up, he went fishing. And I was like, oh, great, yeah, this guy's not even there. And his wife's like, yeah, you need to do this. So we started looking into it and then ended up inviting a whole bunch of us from fire rescue, knew really close from all over northeast Nebraska. Came up here, all of our first time being up in this area, neck of the woods fishing. I said it was slow today. We caught fish, but it was a blast. I mean, we had a lot of fun. So,
How many years have you been in the service?
I've been in law enforcement since 2016. I've been in the fire and rescue since 2007. So, yep, quite a while.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, the other end of the table.
I'm Jenny Sire. I just happened to be with Jared when he was picking up that bag, fishing bag, and I was just like, I'm not so sure about this either, but for some reason he has the best luck and everything just like falls into his lap. And, but no, it was just, it's been an amazing experience. I am in my second year as EMS. So, yeah, it's been a ride. So, but to be able to do this was a huge, amazing experience, and we're so thankful for Brad for taking us out on the boat, and because it was nice. It was really nice to be able to get away, especially with Ashlyn one last time before she leaves, and yeah, to be able to spend this time together out in nature. And we didn't have a whole lot of luck. We had a bunch of little ones. We caught some mussels. We got zebra mussels. We caught some. I caught a drum and a
drone.
And a bass.
Silver bass, smallmouth bass.
But yeah, hopefully tomorrow morning we'll. Yeah, we started with. That's why we didn't get in the big group pictures, because we were trying just that last little bit to get get another one, but it's all right.
Yeah, might be some strong winds early tomorrow, I'm hearing.
Yeah, the wind was interesting today. It'd be
Yeah.
on or off, and then all of a sudden, and
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's interesting. So kept us on our toes and
Yep.
moved around, and we found a lot of fish. But
Nothing
when it's
biting.
this hot and the front's coming through,
like
it makes it a little tough, but we made a good day out of it, so it was a lot of fun.
She's looking at me with bright eyes. She's ready. All right, tell us what's going on.
I'm Ashlyn Rudolph. I've lived in Northeast Nebraska my whole life. I graduated high school a whole year early, so I'll be going to the Army active duty, and I leave in about less than 24 hours. And I learned about this through Jared because he told me that he was going on a fishing trip, and I said that's cool. And then he talked to, who was it? The person?
Mike.
Mike and Leah.
He talked to Mike and Leah, and they got me to come out here because I leave tomorrow. And yeah, when we were out on the water, I tried to offer a fish my oatmeal cream pie. Didn't like it. But I caught a silver bass. That was pretty decent size. And then a lot of small walleye.
How'd you make the decision to go in the Army?
Kind of a spur of the moment type thing.
Really?
Went into the office, and I want to go to medical school. I wanted to be a 68 whiskey, which is a combat medic. But when I took my ASVAB and everything, I couldn't get it because all the slots were filled up. So I decided I didn't want to drive a truck or sit in an office. So I'm doing tanks.
Oh, wow. There
Yeah.
you go. What do you think of that, Mom?
She had no say in it.
I didn't. At first when I heard about it, I'm just like, oh, how do you go from, like kind of staying back to, driving this big, huge, having a big old target on you. But I've been fortunate enough to have some former veterans that I visited with and, who have been there and been to war and stuff. And so they kind of gave me some reassurances that she'll be okay. Like they don't see quite as much as, you imagine through the news and media and stuff. But
And some of the old war movies.
yeah. But yeah, so, and thankfully, when it came to Mike and Leah, thankfully they were able to get her to go with us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to have this experience because, her and I would have been doing something else this weekend and, just it was nice to be able to, like I said, be out in nature, spend this
Mhm.
last little bit of time together, and
Yeah, that's pretty special.
yeah.
I like the outfit too.
Get
by the
her
way.
away
Thank
from
you.
home.
I got it at Cabela's.
I do actually have a matching shirt, and Jared he wore the swim trunks today too.
We got to drive the boat today. That is that
Yeah,
close,
we did.
close to the tank? Or
Yeah. There's your pre-training.
let us know in
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
months.
I'll let you know when I
I
start
think the boat
driving
was
it.
probably a lot easier to drive.
Probably.
Maybe a little more comfortable too.
Yes, definitely more comfortable. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any last words?
Just appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely.
You bet.
To all
Thanks
the,
to Hero Haven.
everybody that's
exactly.
donating their time and their
Money.
money and gifts and stuff. It's overwhelmingly amazing. So thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I never served. A lot of my family is. My brother is. I know Mike and Leah. I know a lot of military people. Just being able to be a part of this is very rewarding. So it's an awesome thing to be a part of,
Yep.
for sure.
It is.
Great job.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
First of all, how did you hear about this and get involved with Hero Haven?
I heard it with Dan and Christy brought it to my attention after their friend Jared talked with Mike. Was it Mike? Yeah. So, well, I think it's a very good thing for the first responders and veterans because it gives them time to bond together and let everything go for a little while. You don't got to worry about nothing. You just out having a good time. Well, I wish it could be cooler, but it's still pretty nice out. Could be a lot worse. Got a little breeze. It kind of went down too, but it's been fun so far.
So I'm Christy Halleck. I'm from Plainview, Nebraska. Our buddy Jared is on another boat here, and he was on Marketplace looking for some ice fishing stuff. And he came across Mike, and I don't know Mike's last name, but he's the Hero Haven guy, and was telling Jared about it. Well, hey, why don't you come out fishing with us? And Jared thought it was a bunch of crap. Like, no, this isn't true. And he ended up talking to Leah when he went out to get the ice fishing stuff that he bought from Mike. And then he knew it was real. So that's how we found out about it. I'm a 10-year vet from the United States Air Force, and I'm a police officer now in Plainview.
Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you for your service.
Thank you.
Go Air Force.
Yeah, right? Are you Air Force also? Good deal.
Why is it important for Hero Haven to acknowledge us that have served?
Well, that's a good question. Like you said, there's no right answer. I don't know. It's building a little bit of camaraderie, especially those outside of your normal living area, right? I've never heard of this before, and I plan on taking this back. Mike said something last night about, nonprofit. Well, we can definitely put that out there that, hey, this is a great organization. And where we're from, conservative Nebraska, there's a lot of military and first responders, and I know they probably have never heard of it either, because I don't know if it's based out of South Dakota, I'm guessing, right? So, we can take that back and then get a lot more people involved and just build the camaraderie that way from different people in different states, right? So this morning I was sitting outside before breakfast was served, and I wish I'd have caught his name. Even if he probably would have told me, I may not have remembered, but he was one of the guys from Missouri, just moved up to South Dakota, and he was a commander at Whiteman Air Force Base for the B-2. And I was an air traffic controller in the Air Force, so it was a really good conversation because we have similar, experiences when it comes to aircraft. And he was talking about the A-10, and that was nice talking to him, right? And really, I haven't ventured out. I talked to Faye from. Do you guys remember where Faye was from?
From Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, okay. And I don't remember her husband's name, but
Bruce and Faye.
okay. We were talking about Sturgis because that's where my family is prominently from. But there's a little town 7 miles west of Sturgis called Whitewood. And Faye brought that up, that she went to Black Hills State 37 years ago. Not to date you, Faye, I'm sorry. But she talked about stopping in Whitewood, and small world, right? So we got to talking about that, and so that was kind of fun. Yeah.
Cool.
People, this is good for people that have PTSD that suffer from that. Some know how to compartmentalize, some do not, and that's very sad to me. I can't say that I don't have it, but I don't deal with that on a day-to-day. Not from the military anyway, and even as a police officer. There's things that you will never forget, you can't unsee, can't forget. But this definitely takes your mind off of that. And that's a big part of what I was going to say earlier is like, why is it so important to get this out there? Because there's some people that don't know how to do that. And to get them involved with like-minded, you know, it takes you away from those demons that you might be battling on a day-to-day.
Give me the sales pitch.
Oh Lord, just do it. You'd be silly not to take advantage of this. For people to give selflessly, like for Todd to put us on the boat where we don't have to do anything except fish, a place to stay, sleep at night, food to eat that we don't have to worry about packing ourselves, that is definitely well worth it, not to mention the people that you get to meet that might become lifelong friends. So if you have an opportunity, absolutely take advantage of this.
All right. Hey everybody there, Todd Hornstra. Here as a guide with Hero Haven for this weekend, the walleye outing. Had a great day on the water with this group here today. I guess a little bit about myself, introduce myself. Like I said, Todd Hornstra. Live down the river down by Pickstown, just south of here a ways. Spent about 33 years at the Air National Guard up at Sioux Falls. 28 of that as a technician, federal technician with the Air National Guard there. So yeah, a little bit of, that's my military history there. Deployed with the unit there numerous times. So got involved a little bit here with Hero Haven. I was invited to be a hero with Hero Haven on a nice fishing trip by Webster area this winter. Snow bear trip with there, great trip. Great group of guys, got up there and caught some fish, had a great time. Wanted to give something back to Hero Haven, volunteered my time, my boat, whatever, to help the organization here. Great thing what they're doing here, getting the heroes like these guys out, get them on the water, get them some time off, some downtime, forget about day to day, get some fishing in. So I'll let them introduce themselves here, but got out and got some fishing done with them today. It was a tough day. It was a hot day out there today, but we got on some fish, caught a lot of little ones. Christy here caught numerous species of fish. I'll tell you about that too, I'm sure. So, but we had a great day, and got some fish back here, and a great group of people here. Wonderful lodge we've been at the last couple days here. Great food, great camaraderie, great fellowship with everybody. Getting to know some new people and some new heroes, and it's just been a great time. So, I don't know what else I got to say. I guess just it's great seeing what Hero Havens is doing for the heroes out there. So, glad to have been a part of it and get out and do some fishing. So.
Hi, I'm Christy Halleck. I live in Plainview, Nebraska. I served 10 years active duty Air Force as an air traffic controller, deployed a few times. Now I am in law enforcement, chief of police in our town that we live in right now. Been law enforcement for about a total of 10 years. Some of that was corrections, and now I've been a road cop for about 5. Heard about Hero Haven just by happenstance. A buddy of ours was looking for some ice fishing gear on a Facebook Marketplace, came across Mike, and Mike got to talking to him about Hero Haven and what they do career-wise. And Jared said to my husband and I, hey, you guys want to go on a fishing trip with Hero Haven? Had heard nothing about it. And we thought, well, heck yeah, let's go catch some walleye, right? Turned out to be something far more than what I expected. Met some really great people so far. We have a great group now. Todd did good, got us on some fish today. So yeah, I caught 6 different types. I don't think mussels count as a species, but I caught a good wad of those. Yeah, Hero Haven, and it's an amazing experience. Take it back to Nebraska. Hopefully we can get the word out there too. So.
Nice. I'm Dan Halleck, Plainview, Nebraska. No military, but been in law enforcement for 25 years now. Serve as a chief deputy in the county we're reside in now. I guess, yeah, it just came about this through Jared, and wasn't real sure what to expect, but it's been just an overwhelming event, I guess, and gathering. It's been something else, far exceeding what I was expecting and was hoping to get from this. And yeah, we had a great day fishing. It was warm, it was grueling, but we gutted it out and did stick some fish in the boat and had a good time doing it.
Did you guys have a cover on the boat at all?
No.
Ooh,
We're real tough.
We're tough.
We're the
Excellent.
toughest group out there. I'm Dan Mackey. I was in the Army National Guard in Nebraska for 4 years. Didn't get deployed, but had a career-ending accident on the civilian side, and that kind of wiped my chances there with the Guard. But I want to thank Hero Havens for doing this. It's kind of amazing to bring all these people together, and I want to thank Todd and all the guides. It's pretty amazing. They give to people like this. Pretty selflessness is crazy. So and the food has been great. They've really treated us well. It's a good thing. Hopefully we can help them out in some way in the future. And I want to thank everybody.
How did the fishing go today? Who caught the first one? Did you have any low spots?
Tell us about the salmon.
So I caught a salmon this morning, probably about 2 minutes dropping my line in the water, and Todd said, I think that's a salmon, and these two are on the back of the boat, and they're like, yeah, I think that's a salmon. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And we got it up to the boat, watching it, and it was, however, didn't get it in the net, but that's okay. So, I mean, I caught the first one, but I think Dan was the first one to, I don't remember.
It wasn't me.
I think he is the first one to get one in the boat, so, yeah.
Caught a lot of little ones today. We were good at that, but we did put a couple in the live well finally, and you got the biggest walleye of the group today, I think, of the whole group fish today, 21 inches. So that was nice. A good way. That was our last fish. Finished off the day with that, so it was awesome.
Maybe last fish. You said something about going out tonight.
Yeah, we're talking about going back out yet tonight for a while. It cooled down a little bit.
All of you guys?
Maybe get back
Is everybody
in
in if you go?
You bet.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Well, I heard the wind is going to be strong early tomorrow too.
Windy tomorrow, so we'll can find them tonight and get them tied up tonight. So
there you go. All right, go ahead.
I was just really good at losing bait today.
No, it was great fishing with these guys today. Just awesome that they were up here fishing. Glad you guys could come be part of it, and glad to have you guys in my boat today. So it was a great time. So.
It's very humbling. I don't like to be called a hero because I don't look at it like that. It's more like just doing what we're supposed to do. So to be called a hero is not something I'm real comfortable with, but I appreciate that. It's just a very humbling experience to be able to do something like this. So
yeah, that's very common, and I feel the same way, and a bunch of these people, they feel the same way, and that's why we have to really talk to people about doing the Hero Haven, because it's a bunch of people that have done some amazing things, some common everyday things, and don't like to necessarily highlight themselves. So as you meet more people such as yourselves, you can break that mold for them and get them out here too.
yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
All right, well, go slam.
Let's
Thanks.
go fishing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So my name's Jason Agri. I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Lucky enough to have a pontoon, and went to school with Mike Rolog, and just knew him through friends and kind of stayed in touch over the years, and kind of knew what he was getting into with the Hero Haven, and just always kind of wanted to be a part of it. It always interested me. Last year was the first year I was going to be able to do something with it, and something came up where I had to kind of back out of it, and I mentioned to him this winter I'd really like to do it again or try it again, and it worked out great that my son and I were able to come this weekend, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do it, was to get my son involved with something and kind of get him, with some heroes, to be able to give a little something back. Some guys that maybe can't go fishing every weekend, and gives us an excuse to go out fishing, because we love to go and we love seeing people catch fish, and we just had a great day. It was unbelievable day. I had smiles all day, talking all day. There wasn't probably 5 minutes we weren't talking on the boat. So it really meant a lot, really meant a lot to me. So I'll definitely be back next year. That there's no question about that. I will be back next year.
Hi, my name's Ford Ankrum. I'm from Garrettson, South Dakota. Spent 3 years in the U.S. Army. Did time in Fort Bliss, Texas, and Camp Casey, Korea. And just like to hang out with the guys. Hero Haven's a wonderful organization. I first heard of them about 1.5 years ago when I was entered into a drawing to win a snowblower, and somehow I actually ended up winning that snowblower, and they presented it to me. One day at work, I was just called down to the office, and they kind of surprised me with everything. And so with that, and then the fishing trip today, I really had a good time. A lot of laughs in the boat, and just really good people to deal with. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Earl Meyer from Brandon, South Dakota. I can't say enough about the time we had fishing today. I am a Vietnam veteran, and so Mike Rolog invited me to go to this fishing weekend. So I really appreciated the invitation and had a great time out on the boat. So it's very enjoyable.
Hi, I'm Ted Larson. I don't have any military or police officer involvement, but I was lucky enough to get invited on this fishing trip, and I really had a great time, and great bunch of guys that are really your American heroes. And I just want to say you can't appreciate them enough. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carter Agri. I'm from Sioux Falls. I came out here with my dad this weekend. We had lots of fun on the boat. I liked just hearing stories. It's probably the best part, just talking. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So did you catch the first fish?
I didn't. I was the net guy. So.
Oh, okay. So you can't be in the category of biggest fish either.
No.
He caught all the fish.
So how did it go on the boat today?
It was we caught a lot of little ones. We did get some nice ones to bring home. We did catch a lot of. We caught a lot of different stuff. That was kind of a fun part. You didn't know what you were bringing up. We caught everything from probably a 3-inch perch to a 16-inch silver bass to a 19 3/4-inch walleye.
To a 5-pound rock.
Yeah, to a 5-pound rock with
zebra mussels
on it. That was probably. That we took a picture of that one. That was pretty good.
You're not the only group that caught a rock like that.
Yeah, that was a first for my boat. I've never done that before, so that might go up on my wall of fame, I guess.
So do you fish with your dad as much as you possibly can?
Yeah, just probably not as much anymore because my sister's got a wedding planned. So, but yeah, whenever we can. Yeah.
How about you other three in the middle? Do you ever get much chance to fish at all?
This is the first chance I had to fish for 20 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not far behind him. I'm thankful that Earl invited me.
It's nice to get on a place where they've got everything ready for you, too.
It was totally.
Nice. Yep.
Mm-hmm. How about you? Did you get much chance?
I fished out here before. I was with the VFW out here about 4 or 5 years ago camping. And I fished the Missouri River up by Pier quite a few times. in years past, but
Mhm.
it's been about 4 years since I've been able to go fishing. So it's kind of a nice getaway just to come out here and relax and, get away from the real world for a little bit. And so,
Right.
It makes it worth it.
It does.
Got that right. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks a lot,
That's
guys,
good.
for doing this, and thanks to Hero Haven for this.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks.
Hey, my name's Dane Sisson. I was joined the International Guard in 78, retired in 15, 37 years service. Got involved with Hero Haven in 21, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful organization, and had a great time with being with these wonderful heroes that we bring out, and just got to spend the day with two wonderful guys, and you're going to hear from them shortly. But no, it's what Hero Haven does has been a blessing for a lot of people. So, guess that's where I'm at.
And I'm Robin Sisson, Dane's wife, and we've had two kids that are also served in the South Dakota Air National Guard. So it's been part of our family for many, many years, and it seems odd now that the two kids have retired and Dane's retired, but there's a lot of connections. It's like another family. So
Well, and today, your son Justin
Justin was out there, and our grandson was out there
doing the same thing that you guys are
Same
doing.
thing we
so the
started
legacy
doing.
continues.
It's
Yep.
right on down. And grandkids. Yep.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
Man,
It's awesome.
It's a great guard family sitting right
Yeah, that's
there.
right.
Started with you two as well. It's going to continue on. So thank you for that.
I'm Wendell DeBeer. I'm from George, Iowa. I got drafted when I was in 1968, so I was in the service during the Vietnam War. I didn't go to Vietnam, but I was in during that time. I got out for a while, then later on I joined the National Guard out of Sheldon, Iowa. And 2004 to 2005, I got deployed, went to Iraq when I was 56, stayed there for a year, got out, retired, been 30 years in the service. My wife was a family support group, so that helped a lot. She was right in there supporting me all the time, even though I was gone a lot. You know, when you're in the Guard, you're gone a lot of times during the summer. I took 2 weeks leave every summer, and then I did an extra 2 weeks for schooling, so I was gone a lot. So she put up with me. I'm surprised, but she did. And this facility that we're in today, I would have never been here if it wouldn't have been for being in the service. And this is a top-notch location, top-notch facility here, and we had top-notch people to work with. And being on the boat today, it was just awesome. We had a good time.
Excellent. How about you?
I'm Gene DeBeer. I'm from Laverne, Minnesota. I joined the National Guard in 1966. I got out in 72, and that was during the Vietnam War, which was a very stressful time because we had our bags packed ready to go at any time, but we didn't end up going because by that time the war was winding down. So my wife, like Wendell said, my wife took over the farming operation when I was gone to our 2 weeks and our weekends. But I wouldn't trade it for anything again. And this facility, I've never been on the river, and it was just fantastic. And everyone here is so friendly that it's awesome. I was actually invited here by Wendell, and I thank him a lot for inviting me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Dane, was your first involvement with Hero Haven as a hero or as right away as a supporter and guide?
Actually, it was originally right away as a supporter and guide, and then I got invited to go to a pheasant hunt down in Gregory as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
with Justin.
With my son Justin.
So you guys did that last fall?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, good. I'm
So-
glad you got to participate.
Oh yeah,
Both
it
of you.
was wonderful. It was fantastic trip. I mean, just like we're putting on, providing for the heroes now. That
Mm-hmm.
they did a very awesome job there.
Yeah.
So.
And Robin, did you ever like lose a water heater or any of
Oh,
that
yeah.
during his deployments?
Yep,
What went
many
wrong?
things happened.
What went wrong while he was gone?
Oh, a lot of things. We got a new roof, so we had a lot of friends one time when he was in Iraq that they took the ball and had one that worked for a lumber company and said, just tell me what you want, I'll have it delivered. And
Oh, wow.
so it takes a village.
So you had damage while he was gone and then got it repaired
Yes,
as well?
yes. So
Wow. And I'm sure
They
you were
took-
hearing that on the phone
Yeah.
wondering what the heck.
trying to keep it quiet until it was all complete.
Well, he was
but-
pretty busy.
Yeah. he's
Yeah.
busy.
Because you were, what, Chief of Quality Assurance, right?
Right. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So,
So.
and then when you go over there, especially that place, and you're mixed with active duty, there's a lot of coordination, and his hands were very full. So I'm sure he appreciates what you were doing
Oh.
back home.
You can't give her enough credit for.
Yeah.
Like I've heard from you guys, the family at home, the support, and our oldest was at home too, and so him and his family are great support to me too.
Right. So how'd it go on the boat today? Who caught the first fish, Dane?
I caught the first one. After that, I went downhill. Though.
How about the biggest?
I caught the biggest.
Did you?
Yep.
Look at
I
that.
think he caught the most too.
And
I believe so.
I also caught a carp.
Yes. Yeah, there's a variety of fish that
There's
people are
variety.
talking about.
Had a catfish too, didn't you?
No.
I got the cat.
Oh, you got the catfish. Okay.
Yep. No, it was fun.
And I heard you were half a step of everybody doing everything. You would notice something just coming up, and boom, you were robbing on the spot, making
Yep.
sure everything,
Yep.
untangling
I
things.
enjoy it, and I like to teach others and show them so they can have as much fun as we've been able to have.
Yep.
And you guys have always had nice boats, but I was amazed today at the cleaning station when I see, next thing you know, there's more than one cleaning bottle and rag comes out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he starts cleaning the whole engine and everything. And I looked at Jammer, he goes, they'll clean the whole boat.
Yeah. And our daughter-in-law was very helpful
Yep,
too. She
that's
came
right.
on down to help
That's-
support everybody too.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So is there any closing things anybody wants to say?
It's all together, meeting people that you haven't seen for a while, and everybody here is so friendly, and helping with everything. So it's just kind of nice to get together with other military people and have that comradeship. So
You bet. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Appreciate you
welcome.
doing this.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Jim. So we got fellowshipped up with the Hero Haven deal about 5 years ago. Can't think exactly right, but such a great deal. So Mike came to me. He said, "Hey, we have a couple heroes that we'd like to take out fishing," and he's like, if you could have a boat, that'd be great. If we have enough people that we could take out, just guide them. And I'm like, I'm not a guide, but I love to fish. And sure enough, we took him out. We caught a bunch of fish. Yeah, we talked. He was a I'm pretty sure Purple Heart. Just talked about our relations in the military, and I was in the military. He was in the military. He was Army. I was Air, but it didn't matter. We talked about our feelings. My mom was in the boat, and the first time was a great.
Mm-hmm.
We,
And you're Justin Sisson?
Yeah, I am.
And your dad and your mom, they were just in the previous
Correct.
interview, right?
Yeah, and
long legacy?
Correct. And he retired out of the Air Guard. I retired out of the Air Guard. My sister retired out of the Air Guard. We had three of us out of the 4 that retired out of the Air Guard. And this Hero Haven has done nothing but amazing stuff for us. and we bring the whole family into it. Amber, she's a true champion. She has been with us, you know, like through all the deployments, keeping the boys fed, keeping everything good at home while I'm quote unquote having fun, you know. hey, we did have fun.
Yeah.
We did have fun. Even in the Iraq and Afghanistan, we still had fun. And raising these boys to be the great boys that they have been. We got a fisherman, don't we?
Mhm.
Huh? We got a wrestler, don't we?
Mhm.
Yeah. And we just great to be here.
Excellent.
I'm Amber. I'm married to Justin. We've been married for 15 years in September. I've gone through maybe 4 or 5 deployments with him, couple to Iraq, this and that. I remember the first time we were deployed with kids, our oldest Colton was 6 months old, so he left me home with the baby, but he's still alive, so we did okay. But yeah, I had a couple cousins that were in the military, but nothing like the Sissons with my father-in-law, my husband, my sister-in-law. So that was pretty cool to be a part of. The boys think it's pretty cool. They used to love to go out to the base and see their dad and come in the welcome home parties from deployments and this and that. So it's been pretty cool.
The loud jets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are sweet.
You guys like going and watching them take off
Yeah.
and land?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite part?
They're really loud.
Yeah. Feels kind of good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You know what people call that? The sound of freedom. There you go. Your dad knows. And your
Yeah.
grandpa knows, and your grandma knows.
I think honestly, Jim, to be honest with you, we were out in the, was that last year?
Where?
Out in the river?
Oh yeah, out on the river, and
Tell them about it.
we were plugging it over the trees, and we heard something, and 2 F-16 flew like 100 feet right over us.
Oh,
It
wow.
was super cool.
Just screamed over us, didn't it?
Yep.
Very cool. Were you there also?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I think
I was, yeah.
all 4 of us were. It was really loud, and
It
they came
was-
right over us, didn't they?
We couldn't, all of a sudden they're like, oh, right?
You don't even see him coming, do
We
you?
can hear them, but we can't see them coming, and then they finally come.
Yeah, once they're past, then you hear them, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So what have you guys been having fun with today?
Helping out,
Yeah,
talking
helping
to all
out.
of them, hear all the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Colton went out on the boat today, and he was helping and was baiting hooks and netting fish and doing all the things. And Wyatt and I stayed back in the air conditioning because it was a little hot today, to say the least. And then Wyatt and I met him down when everybody came off the water and helped clean up the boat and do all the things. And then we came here and helped make food and feed everybody and just helped out where we could.
Yeah, you guys have been very busy, and everybody appreciates what you've been doing for this organization.
Nope, we just want everybody to have a good time. So
Hmm. So Justin, I asked your dad this too. Were you able to, or you guys went through as heroes first with you said a pheasant hunt? Was that right, Dane?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
glad that you guys got to go through in that capacity first.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like we went into the, like you said, we went to a pheasant hunt out in Gregory. Just an amazing experience. We had such a fun time, and we said, how can we help? And this is the smallest thing I can do to help, and just to give back. And I love to fish, and my boys love to fish, and I just to give back to everybody that have helped, that have helped me and I can help anybody that comes in. Doesn't matter, military or first responder or medical or firefighter. It's police. It's a great experience, and I love it. This is one of the most, probably in the top 3 of the first the weekends that I can experience of every year. I absolutely love this week, and that's why we took this vacation this last week, just to try and find some fish, try and do something for these people so we can try and get them the best experience that they can have.
Well, we can definitely tell that there's a lot of passion,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of emotion with your entire family.
Absolutely.
On what's going on here, the service that all of you have provided, and just life in general.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see a family like you guys all working together. I think it's pretty awesome.
No, it like I said, it's in a family deal. I hope, like I've always told Amber, I guess, but hopefully we raise our kids right? I mean, that's the number one. But to teach them, to help everybody, to prove to everybody that they can do the right thing. So, thank you.
Sounds good. Do you have any closing words over here?
I don't know. It's a great organization. It's a great weekend. We love to help out. Hopefully more people will, step up and want to go on an adventure, whether it's fishing with us or hunting I know they've done all kinds of different things, but it's so fun. And like Justin said, hopefully the boys will learn to give back and help people. And I know they've had a lot of fun this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing it. We've been watching. It's a good job, young men.
Hopefully we're doing something right.
Oh yes, yeah, that's very evident.
Tell us about South Dakota's most famous fishing guy.
Oh God!
South Dakota's most famous fishing guy.
You tell me.
You got this.
Colton. Well, you tell it.
I don't know how to explain it.
How do you not explain it? How do you not explain that? Tell it. Just
You explain it.
It's a girl with a really nice boat.
Oh, boat?
Her boat is amazing.
Really nice boat.
Where's the boat at?
Oh my.
No, honestly, tell him. Don't be shy. Just tell him.
Just do it.
Yeah, I think we should blame this on Mike.
Tell him the story.
What?
In Mike's
About Mike.
Oh, so
in Mike's shed.
in Mike's shed there is like this picture.
It says what?
What's it say?
It says South Dakota's best, right? Best fishing. South Dakota's best fishing guide. And
It has a girl.
A real pretty
right?
girl.
a real pretty girl.
So the boys like to show other gentlemen the picture of South Dakota's best fishing guide when they come over to Mike's camper. So everyone can appreciate the picture.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, thanks for trying.
Thank you.
Anyway. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks to Hero Haven.
So our boat captain was Justin the Juice Man.
Yep.
And
call him Juice.
Juice and Little Juice,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool because Little Juice was a very helpful little guy, and he was kind of fun to meet. Made the day go by really good. So, for myself, I'm 29 years in law enforcement, retired a year and a half ago, to almost 2 years, and just trying to do more of this, enjoying spending time with other people. The one guy we're with, he retired a year and a half ago, so we're just kind of trying to figure out life out of law enforcement and out of military, and just trying to get into the groove of things that normal people do. So, and this was a good escape from Northwest Iowa, and get to meet some other people that have gone through the same thing. So, Yep.
And I'm Delmer Berksma, and I'm retired. And we live up at Lake Okoboji, where we do some fishing. And I don't know, I don't accomplish much anymore, but we still had fun. We had fun out here today. Been up here one time before, but not particularly in this spot.
been to Chamberlain a couple times, been up to Pier 4 or 5 times, and it's just fun to be on the river.
You two related?
Yeah, he's that's my oldest son.
Oldest son, okay.
Yes.
That's what I heard out there, but I didn't
Yeah.
know if you all were joking or not.
No,
with
no.
that group you're sitting with, you never know.
What do you mean by that?
And what years were you in the military again?
Well, I was in the military in the 72, 73. Was in Homestead Air Force Base on Air Force Base, but in the Army. And it was went for Hawk missiles training in El Paso, Texas at Fort Bliss. Got to Homestead and they asked if I wanted to be the battalion mill sergeant. And I said, well, heck yes. So that's what I did.
How did you guys find out about Hero Haven and the invite? How did that work?
So I learned it through, Scott Dorhout, but mutual friend, ex-co-worker from another county they worked with knew about it. So it was kind of word of mouth through other channels of people we knew that are affiliated with it that have helped on past, like the hog hunt in Texas. I think one of the guys was one of the leads on it. So he brought it up to Scott, and he brought it up and said, oh, "Yeah, I got nothing going on. Let's go check her out." So
okay, yeah, that was one of our former fighter pilots that offered and took you down there
Rick
with
Boss
the plane.
was our contact on that one from Lyon County. So yep,
very cool. So what's your you got any other words about your experience this weekend, or?
No, it's just cool to see like the story that Justin told about how it came about. A few words from a couple gentlemen and one gentleman in need, and how that one gentleman in need turned into him being a major part of this and making it happen for others, and so that's kind of the cool part of it. So, yeah.
How many fish did you catch today? Did you both?
We kept 5, and we probably threw back, I don't know, number under. So
Did you both catch some keepers?
I had one keeper, and little Juice probably did the best of all of us.
all these guys taking us out on the boats.
that was fun.
They know what they're doing.
He's 12 years old, and he's going to be a fishing fool. I told him he was going to be.
Yep.
Yeah, well brought up kid. So.
Yeah, very neat kid.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to do this, and you're not done because you're going to fish again tomorrow morning.
Yep.
You got it.
Go for a little bit again, and yeah, it was a fun trip.
All right.
I'm glad he called me to know that there was a spot here available to do this.
You bet. All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Yep.
I'm Caitlin Dozler. I've been EMS for almost 3 years now. From Neely, Nebraska. That's the department I'm on. My hobbies, I love horses, so that's pretty much what I do besides going to calls and stuff. So I got my husband, Tanner.
I've been on the Neely Volunteer Fire Department for 3 years now. Said from Neely, Nebraska. Some of my hobbies is hunting and fishing, and that's about the gist of it. So we got a buddy, he's fishing with us today, Jared Jacob. He kind of lined it up and asked us to go, and ever since then it's kind of been a fun adventure.
Story has it is he found a piece of fishing equipment for his ice fishing adventures and traveled up to, is it Sioux Falls?
I think so.
And the gentleman that he met was Mike.
His wife, maybe?
No, Mike.
It could have been.
Mike. And he told him about it, and then Jared was kind of not 100% certain. And then Mike's wife was the one that was there when he went to go pick up the fishing equipment, and she convinced Jared that it was a pretty cool deal. So now here we are.
So you guys know enough about Hero Haven to know what their mission is. Mission is to give outdoor adventure, life-giving outdoor adventures for heroes. Tell me a little bit about what that means to you.
I think it's pretty dang awesome. Means a lot. Being in EMS, we see quite a few not great things, and this is kind of nice to be supported, I guess.
I think it's this amazing. It's an amazing thing to have for people, and not everybody gets this kind of opportunities, and I couldn't think of a better thing. What's great about Hero Haven is they really give back to the community, and it helps give, the first responders, military, and back to what we put into the communities. It's just kind of a nice little reward. I can't say reward, but it's kind of a nice little thing to have.
I hear you.
I think it's great for the military and first responders to have a little vacation. It's nice. We don't get that very often, so being able to step away and clear our minds. So that's what I think is great about Hero Haven.
Hey everybody, this is Matt Jameson with Hero Haven. We did an outdoor adventure today on the Missouri River. Caught a few walleye and had a great time. My background is in the Air National Guard. Started out as a crew chief, and after going to college, went on to be a pilot and served for 37 years. I'm here with 3 of my biggest heroes, and I'm not kidding you folks. My wife here was right by my side for those 37 years, raising our children, taking care of the house when I was gone. And Hero Haven is proud to have spouses come as heroes for this event. And then I'll let her talk in a minute, but next to her is a real good friend of mine, Jim Bradshaw, and his wife, Mary. And the same goes to you two. You are truly heroes in my life. So, Dawn, tell us a little bit about yourself and how all the good things you did to support me in my military career.
It's all about Jammer.
All about Jammer. All about Jammer. Yeah, lots of deployments. Lots of talking with younger ladies who are trying to figure out their first deployment. That was always a bit tricky, but it's a fun ride.
Did you ever lose any actual water heaters or anything like you hear about?
Oh, of course you do. You always lose all the big pieces of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we had a big family and
yeah,
lots of support mechanisms.
I was very lucky. He comes from a huge family, and so I could count on a brother-in-law to fix a car or whatever. I was never feeling very stuck. The only time I was really upset was when I had cleaned out the snow, and then the snow plow came in and buried me, and I was pregnant. And he was on a deployment, and I started crying, and the poor man backed up and moved it out of the way.
Nice.
The tears were effective.
They were. But most of the time, my kids did well with it. The coming home is the hard part, because then you got to shift your job from being in charge of everything to letting him have some say.
And you have military on both sides of your family?
I have lots of military in my family. My brother, my mom. My mom was the first person in the South Dakota Air National Guard who was not just a clerical person. She was out on the lines.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
First female in that capacity.
Yep.
Yep. And I learned that today, being out on the boat. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And Jammer, you got other family members in the military?
Plenty.
Yep.
Your dad.
At least mention your dad here.
Brothers.
You know, the legacy started there.
Yes, for sure. My dad, I followed in my dad's footsteps. He was a crew chief. He went to the Korea War as an enlisted man, and then came back, in fact, to go to pilot training. And so he served a nice long career in the Air Guard as well.
All right. How about you?
You're the military man. There's a little bit of military in my family. I had a couple of brothers that did just the weekend Army Guard when there was a unit in Springfield. But that was pretty much it on my side. I had an uncle that was in World War II and served over in Germany and was injured during that. So, yeah.
Yep. And we've been married 34 years coming up shortly here.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah, so she spent a lot of time at home as well. And on an acreage, too, being out of town makes a little bit of a difference as well. Yeah, I'm Jim Bradshaw. I started in active duty Air Force 2.5 years or so, and then went into the Guard in Sioux City, the Air Guard in Sioux City, and then Sioux Falls, and retired there full time. And Jammer was my boss in many different capacities as he went up the chain, and I've always listed him as my biggest mentor. And I think I've told you that before, but he knows this stuff. Lots of different talk, and we've also been going on a horseback trip. He and I and a bunch of other guys. I think this is our 29th trip this year on doing that, and thank you, Dawn, for some of the horses that go along on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've always been happy about it, but you're certainly a provider, that's for sure. So, but yeah, they invited us, and as a couple, because of how the spouses serve while we're gone as well. So we really appreciate that, and you've heard a lot of interviews prior to this. The people that are appreciative of the whole system, and Mike and the crew in particular, but everybody that's helping, and you're on the board as well, aren't you, Jim?
No, I am a fishing ambassador.
Fishing
but,
ambassador.
Not
Okay.
on the board.
Yeah, so it's just been a great weekend. Our room is right back here. Great rooms. This facility is
This is a beautiful
amazing.
building.
Yeah, it is.
It's just gorgeous out there.
Yeah. Very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot.
And very hot. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, a hot weekend.
So who caught the first fish?
I did.
How long did it take you?
5 minutes.
Was it a keeper?
It was a keeper. 16
Excellent.
inches. That was so fun.
Who caught the biggest fish? Who caught the most
fish?
Oh, you shouldn't be in the list. You're the boat captain. Sit down and
you're
behave.
the guide. That doesn't count. Oh, yeah. Thank you, you guys, for taking us out today. We appreciate that greatly.
It was our pleasure.
It was a ton of fun.
And I wouldn't have cared if I wouldn't have caught any fish. Just spending time with you guys would have been enough. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, one time we were getting untangled, and I was pulling mine up, and I said something. I don't know if you heard me, but I said something about Jammer. Don't worry if my hook is empty, or has been empty, because I just enjoyed being out there, and being with you guys. So
good laughs.
So thanks to the facility and Hero Haven and Mike Rolog and the crew.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's been a great weekend, and it's not over yet.
Right.
That's right.
And thank you, Jimbo, for doing this. This is pretty cool.
Yep.
You bet. It'll be fun.
So my name is Lee. This is actually my first time that I've gone out with Heroes Haven. I have 4 years roughly active duty in the Army, and then I served in the South Dakota National Guard after that. I got involved with this because the guy that I served with in the South Dakota Guard had known some of the guys that were actually running Heroes Haven. He was a VSO, and he's currently working for the VFW out in DC. He referred me over. I made a call, said, hey, I'm a vet myself. I'd like to help out however I can. And they were really gracious and just accepted me and gave me a spot here to basically bring guys out on the boat and go fishing. So it was a great time for me.
Yeah. My name's Tanner Cleveringa. I'm from Sioux Center, Iowa. Got involved with this. Father-in-law here invited me, so I did 7 years in the Air National Guard as well, here in Sioux Falls. I did a deployment to Qatar and Afghanistan, and now I do full-time firefighting at the airport there in Sioux Falls, and volunteer fire and EMS on top of that, so that's about it.
My name is Scott Dorhout. I'm from Dune, Iowa. Did 32 years in the Iowa Army National Guard. Did tours in Kosovo and 2 tours in Afghanistan, and then also did 30 years law enforcement in Plymouth County, Iowa. So, yeah, that's how I got involved. I moved up to Dune a little over a year ago when I retired from law enforcement and got in touch with Ned Hodgson. And he's the one that informed me about this program or organization, and just really great experience to have been able to be here.
Yeah, this facility is amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I like the vibe of the place. Got that 1800s kind of town feel. You remember that show Deadwood that they had on HBO? I kind of walked in and was like, all right, I'm getting the vibe of the place. I'm with it.
Yeah, real good.
So anything exciting happen on the boat?
It was just a good day of fishing, you know. We had
every fish that was caught was very exciting. So.
We had a good captain who entertained us very well.
Maybe not caught him as much fish as I would have liked, but hey, we had a good time laughing while they were not being caught.
So was there a secret to catching the fish? Like, did you preemptively do something to get the fish to come?
Takes a little chum. You got it.
And what do you mean by that? Could you specify chum?
Any sort of food, whether it's already been digested once or not, can go out in the water and gets the fish biting, actually.
So what you're saying is you got the fish drunk first.
Yeah, well, and they had some French toast. Yeah.
French toast and
little
sausage.
activity, yeah. Little.
Sometimes you got to get the waters nice and turbid for the walleye to start hitting.
Yes. Our boatmate Tanner had a secret in his pocket that the captain and I did not know about, and he really got things activated for us to be able to catch fish.
It was an offering that was given to the lake, and almost instantaneously things just turned around for us.
Yes.
It's that sort of unselfishness that just really made me glad that I had these two guys on my boat.
It's really a call above and beyond the call of duty.
Hey,
it was the turning point of the day. I either was going to be miserable for the rest of the day, or I could turn around right there. So I decided to turn around.
Not only did you pick yourself up, you picked us up with you.
Yes. Yes. And that's what it's all about here. You know, with Hero Havens, we're all about just picking each other up.
It's that camaraderie.
Yeah. Tanner really did it for us today.
Yeah.
Somebody had to.
Good work, bud. We appreciate you.
Somebody had to.
Nice.
Yes.
And you do it again tomorrow, right?
Unlikely.
We might get him there, but it's not looking like he's going to be quite the team player for tomorrow morning.
Sometimes you can only sacrifice so much before you just got to say, you know what, tonight I'm shutting her down early, fellas.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got any closing words?
It was a great time. It's always nice to be in a position where you can go out and take people who have been through a lot and sacrificed a lot for their country and give them the opportunity to just kind of chill and enjoy themselves, kind of away from the humdrum day-to-day life stuff that goes on. So I was just excited to take people out, and then it turns out they're pretty good people too. So I had a great time.
And you're living both sides of that coin.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but these two hippies made it fun.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.
I'm Mike Rolog. I'm a 30-year Air Force Air National Guard member. And I was out fishing one day, and I just thought to myself, I would really like to take others out fishing, the veterans, anybody else that would like to come out. So I reached out to Hero Haven, brand new organization. I didn't know that at the time, and they asked me to coordinate any kind of a fishing adventure. I said, well, let's go to Platte Creek. Our first event had 2 boats, 4 heroes, and it was amazing. It's grown since then. We're up to this year we have 26 heroes and 12 guide boats. So you get that group of people together, and with camaraderie. I love everything about Hero Haven and taking people out on an adventure, guiding the trips, and coordinating everything from asking friends to cook, asking friends to clean up, making those room assignments, making reservations, and number one priority, getting people on fish. And we've accomplished that this morning, and yeah, I love it. I love netting fish for heroes.
Let's do this.
Sibilance.
Check, check.
Sibilance. Check. Check one. Sibilance.
Well, hopefully something's usable there, guys, but it's just who we are.
Roasted ginger session.
Actually, he brought it up, Tanner.
Gentlemen, this is going to be a brutal joke, so you should brace yourselves. And one night, without warning, it came crashing down off of the wall and left a 3-inch gash in the back of my dad's head.
Okay, maybe that won't make it. I'm just saying, maybe that one won't make it.
There is some selective editing there, all right? Stop touching me.
Check, check, double check. Mike. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I have the car keys. Be careful.
Who's this Mike guy? Keeps
That's being recorded. That's going to get used.